Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Subhashri Das, back to my channel Emotions Unplugged. Again, it's been a long gap, but still, never too late. I'm back again with my same tagline, it's time to speak with Dr. Subhashri. I have today a different thought, perhaps not exactly different. I thought that when we are discussing so much about world suicide prevention, talking about and already in my few episodes also have discussed about this topic, so today I thought of sharing something very relevant about this topic, considering about the young and sensitive heart and the mind. What are exactly that? So when we are talking about this trend of committing suicide, actually this has become a trend now. Don't you think that how so easily the young minds are developing that desire to give up life? When we are highlighting and discussing about the desire to leave, how they are giving up that desire and why, and what exactly is prompting them to come up with this thought. If we just take a flashback to the childhood period, perhaps it might would have happened, because again when we are discussing something, always we try to reveal some of our own personal experiences also. So perhaps when we are talking about a society we are living in, perhaps each and every point this society has given them a target, which has started from the very childhood days, at the very tender age. They're just like toddlers. And they have a target of how to score high, how to excel. Don't you think this slowly and slowly scoring higher grades, excelling in percentage, is building up a slow pressure on their mind? Perhaps that have again a deep lasting impact on their mind. And again, I'm repeating my statement, they are just toddlers, or just a tender age. Hardly they know how to build up, where to move on, and how to streamline. And at that short of age, a pressure is slowly building upon their mind and heart. And again, when they moves on, that pressure again takes a new turn. How? Because the moment they enter the teenage, the sexual hormones that rage in their mind, that has again a new turn. Hardly anyone tries to deal with all those issues, and slowly that pressure goes on building, because we have never thought of taking an attempt to find any solutions for that. Why? Because at that point we only feel like what can be done, what is exactly the scenario. So at that point of time, if we would discuss over here to find exactly a solution, actually that solution is right now lacking in the present society. What is that solution? We have come across a bridging a gap between the yesteryears of a joint family to a nuclear family. That physical contact, the relationship bonding, that is lacking nowadays. And that gives birth to a stage of loneliness. Hardly a child is in a position to express himself or herself, to open up their mind, what's going on in their mind and heart. That's why I discussed in the very first that we are dealing about a very young and sensitive heart. This perhaps can be dealt during their childhood stage, the stage when they are growing, by making them to involve in something or other where they can utilize their mind. Hopefully a group of people are still there in the present society of voracious readers. I'm not talking about everyone to be a voracious reader, but developing that reading habit, making yourself to involve in something that is interesting, engaging, at least the child or the student or the youth can utilize their mind to think something, to analyze something, to assimilate something, then only it becomes easy enough to identify what is exactly my need. This process of thought is lacking just because your mind has become vacuum. The children are not in a position to allow their mind to think something, and this because they have kept themselves in a sphere of loneliness, of emptiness, a vacuum. Now the solution is how to bring out from that empty box and make them in a position so that somehow or other they would be circled around to engage their mental process, which we are talking about, the cognitive process actually, that affects the affective domain a lot. Perhaps at one point, slowly they will feel that, yes, exactly, which we are talking about. It is not so easy to take a final call or to reach a point to give up that hope that no, I don't want to live anymore. I just want to give up my life. I just need to commit suicide. How? It's not so easy enough. So today I just wanted to share that there are actually many solutions. The thing is that we need to discuss, we need to find out the solutions for them, and first of all identify those people or those children who are falling into that trap of loneliness and vacuum and making it an easy trap just to end up their life. That's not the end, because from there actually our beginning starts, because we have to work for the solutions. Hopefully in my next episode I can just brief you up in a very detailed elaborated way how we can meet out with this solution, so that, because not when we are thinking about how randomly children are giving up their lives and just putting an end to their life, that's not an easy thing to digest also. Very soon we are going to meet and elaborate on this topic. Till then, don't forget to give your like, your comment, and subscription to my channel Emotions Unplugged. Have a great day. Bye bye.